So Ravi,
I'm there.
so my goal is to display the ID to I guess I kind of forgot what I'm supposed to do.
Sure, I'll explain. So let's assume that you are adding a server, correct? No? Okay. So remember that you had used ng for to create the list of servers based on the server array. Let's assume that you have 4 elements in the array, then that means you'll have 4 server IDs. Okay. But where did you get the name from? The parent component, right? The server name will come from the parent. Now, whenever you add a new server, you are actually adding a new element, isn't it? Now, you are actually the parent component is sending the server name to the child component.
Right.
That means you are communicating between two components. In this example, like say for example, you are going to send the data between the server name, which is coming from the server's component, to the server component, which is the child component.
Right.
Getting the point?
Well, I understand that, but like I'm asking like what's the final, like what am I supposed to do with the final product, I guess?
Basically, you need to learn how to pass the data between components.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
And what
you can go to the other project example what you had, introduce a new attribute, like a parent component has, like say for example, you are sending p data or something, create a new attribute, pass the data between the parent to the child.
Okay.
In that way, you are introducing another attribute and learning all the changes what needs to be done. So,
okay.
Make sure that this current project is in a working state. Otherwise, you will wonder when you come back next time. You'll wonder what change I made, and you would have forgotten. So.
Okay.
And anyway, I'll give you one more example of how to pass data between parent to child. Actually, there was one more example on something else which I was supposed to give you. So I was just trying to look for that.
So is that it?
Sorry, I was in the mute. Okay. So you are able to pass the component name. Okay, can you just show me how? Can you show me how you got the name server with ID 10 is online?
Well, the parent data that I passed in is this.
Okay, so you're passing these two values from the other component. So can I see
Yeah.
that in the code?
Uh,
Actually, the server underscore h1 is
yeah.
not used.
My
Delete.
bad. Yeah, right here.
So okay, yeah, you're passing the data. Okay. And can I see it in the child like that you are receiving it? So,
Oh, and a child?
yeah, that app server. App server is nothing but the child server, right? So server component.ts. Open the server component.ts. At input, you are receiving the p data, but you didn't receive the other name,
What name?
the other properties. Hold on one second. I think maybe I didn't present it in the right way. Hold on one second. I'm going back. Wait one second. So let me. Are you able to see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you observe that I am passing the data, let's assume that I have product and product details. Okay. Let me see if some example would have been around already. Okay. Okay, fine. It didn't show me anything correctly. Okay, no worries. So what I was trying to say is that when you are when you have to pass a data between the parent to the child component, the child component will. Okay, so let's assume that I have a user component and user details. Like example, I have an employee and employee detail. Now employee would have employee ID. Now using the employee ID, you are going to get the employee details from the backend. For now, you assume that the data is already available kind of thing or hard coded, that's okay. But ensure that the employee ID gets passed between the employee list component to the employee details component. Are you with me?
Yes.
That's what we were trying to achieve.
Um, I guess, I guess I oversimplified it. Um,
Okay, so are you able to?
so am I not? Do you want me to initialize it in the component.ts?
Uh, component.cs. Hold on a second. Can you share your screen one more time? So,
Yeah. Sorry.
no problem.
So instead of okay, what? Okay, so instead of hard coding a value, you wanted me to.
Yeah, remember that you had a list of servers which was in the servers component. So can you show me your servers component? Servers.ts. Okay, so there can you go up to the array?
Yeah.
Initialization of the array. So server list. Can you initialize that server list with the two server names? Like Dell server or Lenovo server, something like that.
Oh, I didn't use ng4.
No, no problem. That's fine.
So add the names in there.
Yeah. So just create two elements in that array. Okay. So server one, instead of it, I just wanted you to use that Mac or Lenovo so that you get a better understanding. Okay, no problem. That's fine. So now you have two servers, right? Now pass this server name when the user is. So remember that you clicked on that button and it was able to delete the button, delete
Yeah.
the thing. Instead of deleting, rename that function as show details.
Okay.
And then when a user clicks on that, basically, hold on a second. How do I say that? Wait. So you should be able to show the details of that particular user or
And
show the details of the particular server. So that means you need to pass the data between the parent to the child.
so okay, so on click. So I
I'll
should
give you another
probably.
example which is mapping to this. Hold on. I'll
Well,
provide that.
I get it. I just didn't know we were supposed to use
No, no
ng4.
worries. I'll show you another example. You can refer to that and do it. There are plenty of examples like that.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, not yet, not yet. I'm just getting my example studies.
Okay.
Okay, so one second. Parent will say, okay, child message, receive message. Okay, this is another example of input output in Angular. I'm sending that in the chat. See whether you have access to that website. So this is one more way of doing it. Okay, sorry. At view child it uses that. Okay. One second, I'll get you one more example. Very good. Okay, can I share my screen for 1 minute only?
Yeah.
So are you able to see my screen right now?
Not yet. Okay.
Okay, so if you observe that I have a list of heroes here in this example, when I go to the individual heroes, it will show you the details of that particular hero. So in the below, if you observe that the details of the hero is like hero name is like say Dr. Nice, ID is 111. Now I'll select the tornado. So if you observe the ID is 20 and the name of the hero is say tornado and his details and so on. So similarly, when you select a particular component, you should be able to retrieve the person's detail. Like example, when you click on that particular magma, you are getting the ID as 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're so observe that how they do it is basically heroes is the list of heroes what you are seeing here. For loop and you will have list of heroes, isn't it? You show the hero ID and hero name, hero ID and hero name, correct? Now, how do you pass the hero detail? Once you select a particular component, you are sending the selected hero into the hero object here. Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Now, if you refer to the hero details, there will be an incoming hero object. Remember, this is a type of hero or undefined.
Mm-hmm.
Means any object can come in. This is an input. So in that way, you are able to pass the detail between the heroes to the hero detail. Similarly, I have servers, server detail or individual server. So there I will be able to pass the data between the parent to the child. Are you with me?
Yeah.
I'm sending this link also to you. Refer to this and try to kind of sorry, make a breakthrough.
Okay.